Do you struggle to find higher paying clients? Does it feel like everyone you speak to just doesn't have the budget to pay you or just doesn't understand the value of what you have to offer? It can be so frustrating to feel like you've got this amazing value, you can absolutely help people with their businesses, but they can't seem to find the money to pay you. Or everyone you know seems to not have any money in their bank account. Can you imagine if when you spoke to people, budget wasn't the first item on their list? Can you imagine how it would feel if you pitched your prices and people said, oh yeah, that's totally doable? Wouldn't that take a huge weight off of your shoulders? I remember years ago, I sat down with a business coach and I outlined my process and I figured out exactly how much I needed to charge in order to make enough money just to pay ourselves enough to live. But that number that I needed to charge, it was out of the budget of sometimes clients who had literally millions of dollars. I remember pitching this janitorial company once. They were a multi-million-dollar company and I pitched them a full branding project for $16,000, which is what we decided was the absolute minimum we could charge considering how many hours and how many months this was going to take. And they still said that they couldn't afford us. So believe me when I say that it is completely demoralizing and incredibly frustrating when you're trying to grow your business and it feels like nobody's got the money. But over the years, I've learned something that is both good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first? Okay, I'm going to start with the bad news. The bad news is that if you found the pond of people who had the budget to hire you, they still probably wouldn't. So the bad news is that the solution that you are chasing after actually isn't a solution at all. But here's the good news. The good news is that you don't need to find new people to talk to. You can actually solve this problem yourself, and you have a lot more control over it than you think. Because here's what I've found. When people say, I don't have the budget, or I don't have the budget for this right now, what they're really saying is, I don't have the budget for you. I don't see enough value in what you're saying to find the money to pay you. Now, it's not that they're lying, it's that they genuinely don't feel like they have enough money to hire you. And this is not a knock on you either. It just means that there's something about the way you're presenting yourself to these prospects that makes them unable to see the value you provide. If you ever find yourself trying to educate clients on the importance of branding, of marketing, of design, then you know that it's a losing battle. But that's also an indication that you are talking to people who don't already see you as a solution to their problem. And no amount of posturing or convincing is really going to change that. And the easiest way for them to let you down, again, they're not doing this on purpose necessarily, but the easiest way for them to say no is to say, I don't have the money for that. In actuality, if somebody else came in front of them and pitched them the same thing, but they demonstrated that if you pay me $5,000 or $10,000, you're going to quickly see that you're going to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 more from it. If they quickly see that there's an ROI to their investment, they're going to hire that person on the spot. Wouldn't you? If I said to you right now, hey, give me $10 and in 2 weeks I'll give you 20 back, would you do it? Of course you would. It's a no-brainer. That's essentially what clients are doing. They're evaluating, should I spend this money on you and will I get more money out of it in return? So the solution is really that you need to look at how you're presenting yourself, whether it is in your branding, in your messaging, in how you niche yourself, in how you present yourself as an expert. Maybe it's on your website, maybe it's in your brand, or maybe it's just the way that you talk about what you offer or the way that you communicate your services. These are all places that you can actually tweak to make yourself more accessible and more enticing for these people to invest with you. And there's another magic trick I have up my sleeve, which is our process called the lead product process. This is a way to quickly build trust and authority with somebody who's maybe never met you before, especially if you don't have authority content or a blog, a YouTube channel, whatever, something that they can watch and read and interact with so that they can build that trust. If you do the lead product instead, this is a great way to build that trust and authority, and that will make them see, I see this person, if I give them $10, I'm going to get $20 back. If you want to learn more about the process of building a lead product so that you can turn your existing network into higher paying clients, click the link below and learn all about our lead product process. The lead product process is like magic when it comes to taking people who feel like they don't have any money to invest to actually want to invest more than they ever thought they would. And don't forget to subscribe.